Right now, Congress should give every responsible homeowner the opportunity to save an average of $3,000 a year by refinancing their mortgage. We've got historically low rates right now. I was with a family in Reno, Nevada a couple weeks ago. They got a chance to refinance, even though their home was underwater, put that money back in their pockets because we had taken some steps as an administration to make that available for those who have mortgages held by government agencies like the FHA or government guaranteed. But not everybody has those kinds of mortgages. I want everybody to have those same opportunities.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you do wish to queue up for a question, you may press star followed by 1.
Today, as many of you guys know, we've got millions of families who have been paying their mortgages on time for, in many cases, years. But because of declines in their home price values, those in their neighborhood and those of their own home, many of them find themselves underwater and as a result unable to get access to today's historically low rates. So they're stuck in 6 or 7% loans in an environment when the rest of us are paying 3 or 4%. It's obviously bad for their pocketbooks and it's bad for local economies. So we've really set out to do what we can to help solve this problem for these millions of families. Okay, so good questions. The key to making sure that you are able to participate in HARP is to make sure that the way that the HARP program works is opened up not just to Wells and refinancing your loan, but it's also opened up to your community bank, your credit union, Bank of America. Anybody who wants to compete for your loan should be able to participate in the program on the terms that we've negotiated out many months ago. Really, the way to think about this is there are 2 different options within HARP. One is you can refinance into another 30-year fixed-rate mortgage, and so that'll basically drop your interest rate and as a result drop your monthly payments. The other option you've got is if you're willing to go down to a 20-year loan or less, then we'll pay your closing costs. That is, the GSEs, if they insure your loan, will cover your closing costs. And the reason for that is it helps you get back above water more quickly if indeed you're underwater. You would have an option through, at least one option through the 3 proposals that are on the table.
You can look forward to hearing from us as a follow-up to this call. And the next week we'll have even more information as events here in Washington develop and as we hear more feedback from you from around the country. And I just want to end by saying thank you for taking the time on this call today, but also for taking the time to speak out and to give us feedback on how we can do a better job talking about this, how we can do a better job addressing the concerns and questions that you have. We heard some great ones on this call, and we look forward to working together with you moving forward to try to get this through and make this a success. Thanks, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude your conference for today.